get exposed.
At one point, the YouTuber we're discussing today was at the peak of their career. From him gaining 30,000 subscribers in a month, to becoming a community manager for a game being displayed on a Roblox Discover page that surpasses 100,000 active players every single day. However, if you look up their name today, you'll witness the most deserved downfalls I've ever seen. So, how did we get here? Today, we'll be uncovering the disgusting rabbit hole on the YouTuber called Inhi. But before all that occurred, Inhi would create his YouTube channel on October 14th, 2018. He wouldn't make any videos until 3 years later, where he began making content about a very popular game called Bed Wars.
What is up, everybody? So today in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get tier 50 really easily in the Battle Pass.
From there, he wouldn't gain much notoriety in the Bed Wars community, so he decided to move his content into a different game called Pet Simulator X, which the owner of the game is a pro. He would make short videos that barely lasted a minute long about the game. From the beginning, he would barely get any recognition, until eventually he would start to gain thousands of views per video, sometimes tens of thousands of views, which earned him 3,000 subscribers and 300,000 views in May of 2023. However, it was around late 2023 that Pet Simulator X would start to lose their player base, which meant that Inhi would be back to square one if he continued to post the same short videos. But instead, he decided to quit and switch to a new niche all over again. The content in question? Skibidi Toilet. I'm not joking.
I'm gonna show you guys the best Skibidi Toilet game inside of Roblox, in my opinion. So this is called Skibidi Toilet Tower Defense. I've said this in my last video if you guys haven't watched it. And it literally just had an update where now you guys can get the camera woman.
To his credit, he gained an absurd amount of views just months after he started making Toilet Tower Defense videos. And between September and October of last year, he earned 50,000 subscribers and 5 million views. During that time, he would not only become a partner for the game, but he would also get ranked as the official community manager in the Toilet Tower Defense Discord server. Shortly afterward, he would hit the big milestone of 100,000 subscribers and would express his gratitude on a community post by saying he's going to poop himself.
So technically there's a secret buff with this new ultimate. In one of my last videos of me reviewing the ultimate, I kind of said that he did around like 200k DPS with like his special ability and everything like that. But that's simply not the case at all. We got a wrong impression of this guy. Let me show you real quick. But before we get started, I just want to say thank you all for 100,000 subscribers. Let's get to 150,000 subscribers before my birthday.
About that would be the last video he would publish on his YouTube channel, because less than 24 hours after he uploaded, Rubinson would go onto Twitter and make a call-out tweet on Inhi stating that he's a child predator, with multiple screenshots of him talking sexually to a 15-year-old when he was 20. Ruben would make another tweet confirming that the screenshots are real because the victim provided actual screen recordings of those messages to him in private. Now that's out of the way, let's dive into this rabbit hole. The first incident I'll be talking about is the predatory behavior toward a 15-year-old that's included in Rubinson's tweet. The screenshot starts with Inhi saying, "Must do it, grr, urges, must impregnate, grr." The victim says, "Impregnate?" Inhi replies, I have an impregnation kink sometimes. Then the victim would reply with something that I assume was pretty bad. Inhi would respond, "I know you would, ehehe." The victim said, "Hi," and Inhi would say, "Who's daddy's good girl? Who is daddy's good girl?" Later in the evening, Inhi would say, "How about you don't talk for a little? Get used to it, and I'll tell you when to talk. We're gonna make you become a big girl today." The victim would ask, "What even am I supposed to say?" Inhi replies, "Sounds like a plan. Don't you dare keep me waiting, grr." The victim says, "What if I do?" Inhi would reply, "Yes, daddy is the only thing that should come out of your mouth." To prove that this is a 15-year-old he's talking to like that, back in July, he would say the victim's age and then reply with, "There is so much more for you." And 6 days earlier, he would tell everybody in the Toilet Tower Defense Discord server that he's 20 years old. However, he did make a response about it, and it was something. I'll talk about it more later on in the video.
Inhey, regarding this situation, has decided to basically go on damage control and make numerous statements on his Discord server. He stated that he was going to speak to Ruben Sim about this and that it was all taken out of context, and that this 15-year-old was clearly mentally unstable, but he didn't know about it until after, ending his messages off by stating that people should listen to the other side of the story before making a final judgment and conclusion.
The second incident that occurred was Inhee having E6 with a 16-year-old. Now the DMs look very dark because the proof also shows Inhee's profile to confirm that this was him. The conversation goes as follows. I pick paper. Rock. Easy. Cheater. How? I did it on 3. Lame. I'm 16. Wow. Minor. Your turn. I just turned 20. Almost a month goes by, and the conversation starts off with Inhee negotiating the amount of Robux to pay for roast. Nope, I'll buy it when we go. I want 2,000 then. No, 1,000. We agreed on 1,000. 1.5. 1,000. You're gay. Okay, but you promised me to go a while ago. What are you building? Are you working on my game? You're getting 1,000 Robux and a free piping. You should be happy. Eventually, Inhee and the 16-year-old would join a condo game and have roast. Inhee would also say some disgusting shit to her in-game, which I won't be reading out loud. And every time the victim wanted more Robux, Inhee would bring it up as if that's the only way she could get it, which is extremely disgusting. The last thing I'll mention from this incident is the following conversation. What hand do you use? 4? You know. Shaking salt? Right. What about j***ing? LOL. The last incident I'll be talking about is something that wasn't mentioned on the internet publicly, so here it is. What you are looking at is Inhee being extremely sexual to somebody in Discord DMs back in November of last year. This was sent to me by a well-known YouTuber who's in the same community as him. The conversation goes as follows. Yeah, I get it. Stupid. You're gonna j*** off, aren't ya? No. Who told you that? Relieves stress. Makes you tired. That's exactly what that means. Shush. You don't have to expose me like that. Hurry up, motherfucker. Let me enjoy it. Or I can just undeafen. Up to you, though. I want to mention this before this gets turned into misinformation. The YouTuber who sent me this doesn't know how old the person Inhee was messaging, so I won't go out of my way to make any accusations of them being a minor when there isn't enough proof. However, I do believe that this DM exchange is worth mentioning in this video because it shows how much of a weirdo he is. Even if the person he's messaging is of age, it's still extremely weird to say that stuff on Discord. Now, since all this information became public on the internet, this leaves us off with one question. How did the Roblox community react to this? Well, let me show you.
You think you know?
Like, why are you talking to a 15-year-old?
This shit's insane, and there's probably way more behind the scenes that we haven't seen yet.
Before I end it off here, there are still a couple of things that I want to mention. The reason why I wanted to make this video in the first place isn't because of the clout or the views. It's because of how horrible his responses are. He changed the narrative twice. First, he states that he is collecting evidence to defend his side of the story and that everything was taken out of context. However, I would make a public tweet telling everyone that I was making a video about him, and if they had any information on him, that they could contact me through Twitter or Discord. Very quickly, someone who I'm mutuals with DMs me and told me that they've been talking to Inhee recently and that they would tell me that he doesn't know how to respond to this because he doesn't know who the victims are and can't provide any context. Which is very strange because Inhee did not say that publicly. He said the complete opposite, which is really stupid of you, Inhee, because if you know that these screenshots are taken out of context, how do you not know who these people are? And if you don't know who these people are, how can you say that it was taken out of context when you told someone that you don't know how to respond to this? Like, that just makes you look even worse than before. So I find that strange in my opinion. And another thing that I want to add, yesterday was Inhee's birthday, which means he's now 21 years old. So, happy birthday, I guess. Hopefully you're watching this video with your pants on. But there is a good ending in this situation. Not only did Inhee get fired, but he would also get terminated from Roblox. and he's lost 2,000 subscribers so far and will continue to lose them in the future. And that pretty much concludes everything. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for 40,000 subscribers. I still cannot believe I managed to hit it despite me not posting in almost 6 months, which, by the way, this is the first ever video I've posted in 2024, so that's pretty funny, I guess. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. It's currently 3 in the morning as I'm speaking to you right now, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye bye.